What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video, and this is brilliant news for Liverpool fans because according to the Bild newspaper, Liverpool have held concrete talks with Kai Havertz. So let me know, what do you think about this transfer news? Do you want Kai Havertz to be signed by Liverpool? Also, is he worth 100+ million pounds? Because apparently Leverkusen will not let Kai Havertz go for a cheap transfer fee. They are demanding as many as 111 million pounds. So let me know guys, do you think he's worth that much? I don't think so. I think maximum he's worth like 70-75 million right now, and if Leverkusen really demand that much, I don't think any club would pay that amount for Kai Havertz. He had the first very good season with Leverkusen, scoring 20 goals last season, but this season his goals a little bit dried up. It slowed down to like more of a normal level, if you like. Last season he scored 20 goals in 42 games. For a midfielder, that was outrageous, but this season he only has 3 goals in 16 games, and he has been missing some games with injuries as well. But Leverkusen are also very inconsistent. They are just hovering in mid-table. I don't think Liverpool will sign Havertz this January because we already made the transfer. Takumi Minamino is officially a Liverpool player, which I'm super happy about. And Havertz is considered one of the brightest, biggest talents in German football. And of course he is a full German international already. And because he is under contract until 2022, Leverkusen basically can ask for any price that they want for Kai Havertz. Even though Kai Havertz hasn't scored a bucket load of goals this season, he is still a big talent. He has already been involved in 43 goals since he made his debut for Leverkusen in the 2016-17 season. And also Havertz is reportedly in no rush to decide his future. I think he wants to develop even more, and at Leverkusen he has a guaranteed starting 11 place. And this is the problem, that if he goes to a club like Liverpool or Manchester United, will he be a starting 11 player right now? Maybe at Liverpool, maybe at Man United he would be, but at Liverpool I don't think so. Maybe he will be on the bench. And is it the best for his development to go to Liverpool right now or maybe next summer? Or is it best for his development to maybe wait 1 year, play at Leverkusen, to help Leverkusen qualify for the Champions League again, play in the Champions League again, and then go to a bigger club? Because I think Kai Havertz is still quite a raw talent. He has of course brilliant attributes. He has a fantastic long-range strike on him. He is very good at dribbling, he's very good at passing, he can spot his teammates in brilliant tight spaces. But of course, as a 20-year-old, he needs probably a little bit more football education, and at Leverkusen he could get that. So I don't think Liverpool will rush to sign this guy next summer. I think we will just wait how he develops during the season. And of course Jurgen Klopp has a very close eye on the Bundesliga. And the reports in the German newspapers are explaining that Kai Havertz is negotiating intensively with many clubs. They are listing as many as 7 clubs that Kai Havertz are negotiating with. And it's very interesting situation because Bayer Leverkusen's desire to get 130 million euros, which is about 110 million pounds, and Rudi Völler, Leverkusen's sporting director, is actually open to creative models to meet that price. So maybe not pay the full price up front, but pay it in installments. Maybe Liverpool could use some young players to send the other way, maybe Curtis Jones or other players, Chirivella, or other players who Liverpool might want to move on in the next 1 or 2 years. And of course Havertz is thinking about his options, and one of the biggest factors is who his next manager will be. And at Liverpool the situation is very stable. Jurgen Klopp just extended his contract with another 3 years, so he's staying at Liverpool for another 4.5 seasons. And I think that in that regard Liverpool have an advantage over other clubs. other clubs. And also Kai Havertz has taken notice of the atmosphere at Liverpool, and with Sporting stating that it captivates Havertz, the atmosphere at Liverpool. And Liverpool, of course, will have a fight on their hands if we want to actively pursue a deal, because Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Manchester City, Manchester United and Real Madrid are also keen on Kai Havertz. And it's going to be very interesting. I think it's up to Liverpool. If Liverpool say we want Kai Havertz, I think Kai Havertz would say yes. Not only do we have a German manager, and he's a German international, we have a brilliant atmosphere around the club. The feel-good factor is through the roof, and I'm really looking forward to this evening's Club World Championship final against Flamengo. Let me know what are your predictions for that game. My prediction is a very hard-fought 2-1 victory, similar to what we did to Monterrey, maybe winning the game in the last minutes, but it's going to be very, very tough. And also, according to the Express, Liverpool and Manchester United have already held talks with Kai Havertz, and I think that it's up in the air what he will do in the summer. Maybe he will stay at Leverkusen, but maybe he will go to a big club in the Premier League. And of course, one of the other big favorites are Bayern Munich to sign Kai Havertz. But Havertz said this earlier this year: I am honest, at some point the next step must come for me, but I'm not going to worry about when exactly that will happen. I really don't know yet whether FC Bayern is the next step and the right step for me. I also don't know whether foreign countries would not be more suitable for me. I really don't think too much about it at the moment. I have that self-confidence that I could play for Bayern Munich, but the same applies to other clubs as well. And ESPN FC pundit Shaka Hislop thinks that Kai Havertz would be a good player for Manchester United to sign. He said this: yes, Manchester United is an option for Havertz, and I think he slots in well into their midfield. The big question here is the price and who else is interested. Manchester United have money to spend and have the greatest motivations about the clubs over the Barcelonas and the Bayerns who have been linked with Havertz. I don't think they would stump up as much money, and their need is not as great as Manchester United. I think he's right. If Manchester United really want to sign somebody like Havertz, they need to move in quick with a big offer, because in the summer I think many big clubs will be after these kind of players. The likes of Havertz, Timo Werner and other big players, Bruno Fernandes, will be up for sale in the summer. And then Manchester United will be probably behind these other clubs because of the lack of Champions League football, the lack of recent success. So, and the manager situation, of course, at Manchester United is quite unstable as well. So it's going to be very interesting how this situation develops. But I think that if Liverpool decide to sign Havertz, then it's a no-brainer for Havertz to say yes. And Divock Origi actually admitted that he discussed his Liverpool future with Jurgen Klopp. This is what he said: for me it is always about evolving, and where that progression ends we don't really know. I worked off my gut feeling in the summer, and my gut feeling was to stay. When I make a decision, I just go with it. If I start doubting something, that is not good. We had discussions with the club, and obviously there were some other talks internally with the management. But to grow my career, I knew what I needed to do. I just had to go back to that feeling. It was generally just me making the decision. And I think it was largely down to how Divock Origi finished the season. He scored some very important goals. Of course, scoring 2 goals against Barcelona in the Champions League semi-final, scoring a goal in the final against Tottenham that sealed the victory, scoring the winner at Newcastle, and other games where Divock Origi contributed massively to Liverpool's season, scoring the 96th-minute winner against Everton in the Merseyside derby. By the way, Everton just appointed Carlo Ancelotti as their new manager, and Arteta became the new Arsenal manager. What is this timeline in the Premier League? I probably will make a different video about all of that very soon, but it's absolutely crazy how the managerial merry-go-round happened this season in the Premier League. Wow, I never thought that Ancelotti would ever manage a club like Everton. I never thought that Arsenal would appoint Arteta, who have never been a manager of a first team before. He was only assistant manager to Guardiola, remember. So I think that it's going to be very interesting this Premier League season. It just gets even more interesting, and Trent Alexander-Arnold is determined to help Liverpool seize a rare opportunity to record a first in the club's history, which is Liverpool could win the first Club World Cup trophy this evening. And this is what Trent Alexander-Arnold said. If you think back to the Liverpool teams of the past, these kind of games don't come up too often. For us, it is exciting and the chance to create history as the first team to win it for the club, and that's something you don't have the privilege of doing usually because of the big history of Liverpool. For us, it's a big opportunity. World champions would be something to be proud of, and we have an opportunity to be the first Liverpool team to do that. As I said, there aren't many things that haven't been done in the past, so for us, it's a massive opportunity. And Trent continued, we are in a good spell, we are getting wins under our belt, we are starting to get a few more clean sheets, winning late on in games, scoring late goals. It's the sign of a good team, not giving up, keeping going until the end. It's something the manager has drilled into us and something the fans buy into, the players buy into, the whole club buys into. They have seen us be able to score late goals and keep going until the end. We need to keep that up and make sure we play until the final whistle. And we did that against Monterrey. Very, very good interview by Trent, and I love his attitude that he wants to make history. And can you imagine how it must feel like to play for your boyhood club and just after turning professional footballer, back-to-back Champions League finals, one Champions League final won, a European Super Cup won, and now Trent Alexander-Arnold could win the club world championship award or trophy, and it's going to be very, very interesting and emotional if that happens. I really hope it does, because Liverpool have never won this trophy, and I want Liverpool to be as successful as possible, and that means winning as many trophies as possible. And of course, Liverpool have some Brazilian players like Alisson and big Firmino and Fabinho in the team. So they know about how big a club Flamengo is in Brazil and in South America. And this is what Alisson said. It's a very important match for me and my team to play against such a famous team, a big team like Flamengo. We played against Monterrey. Football is the same, however, clubs differ in terms of style. The Mexican team played a very tough match and we didn't play the best match. But tomorrow, I'm sure we will spare no efforts to win against Flamengo. Flamengo are a very famous team and has players who have participated in many international competitions, so they are used to playing in big competitions, reaching the final. I hope tomorrow's match will be a very interesting and enjoyable one. And for us to win the title, however, the most important thing is for the fans to see the excitement and enjoy themselves watching the match. It's big for Brazilians. I think it's bigger for whoever is playing this. Those outside don't get value for this competition because it's limited just for the winners. Flamengo won the Libertadores, we won the Champions League, Monterrey won the CONCACAF Champions League, and many other clubs won big competitions, and we are here. We are making this big for us because this is important. Also, to put our name in the history of the club, with the first time ever Liverpool can win it, we will try our best. You can feel from Flamengo's side that the supporters are here already, supporting their team. In the last game, I think there were more than 10,000 supporters, but this is not just big for them, it's big for us also. We want to win it and we will try to do our best on the pitch. And I heard that more than 1,000 Liverpool fans from Liverpool or from England made the 7-hour plane trip, and also 6,000 other Liverpool fans flew into Qatar from all over the world to support Liverpool. But of course, many millions of Liverpool fans will watch this game with great interest, and I'm really looking forward to it. So come on Liverpool, let's make history and let's win this competition for the first time in Liverpool's history. I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest. And Jurgen Klopp sent a very big message to the English authorities with his pre-match comments. This is what he said. Look, it is not an advantage or a disadvantage or whatever, but this situation is different for Flamengo and for us. Flamengo got sent here from their continent with a clear order to win it and to come back as heroes. We got told stay at home and play the Carabao Cup. That's a massive difference. We cannot change that. But we are here and my team want to win the competition, even when we know it is very difficult because the other team is really good. But that's how it is with the big competitions. I think the view on it in Europe is completely different to the view in the rest of the world. But I like pretty much to change that view a little bit in the moment. It changed for me since we are here. Will that change the view of people in Europe? Probably not. Liverpool fans want us to win, and the most of the other fans don't really care about the competition, and the rest of the world is completely different. You could see that with how Monterrey fought in the 2 games they played, how much they invested, and it will be the same with Flamengo tomorrow, with an even higher quality in the team. For us it feels really special now. We are settled, we sorted the sleeping issues in the first 2 days, which of course everybody had since we are here. We could train, we could rest the players in the right moment, and now we have to make sure that we are ready for this. We are here, so we want to give it a proper try. You cannot do more before a game. We could not do more before the Champions League final. Yes, we feel the tension in the situation, but we feel it is a massive opportunity and we want to try it. So I think that Jurgen Klopp sends a clear idea, a clear message to the authorities that they shouldn't have treated Liverpool like this. They shouldn't have scheduled a Carabao Cup game just 1 day before the Club World Championship semi-finals. I think many fans in Europe don't really care about this competition, but this is actually a very big trophy in the world. It's even bigger than the European Super Cup final, because this actually officially crowns the best club team in the world. So how can you disrespect that competition like that? The English Football League really disrespected this competition by scheduling the Carabao Cup just 1 day before the semi-finals, and I just think that the Carabao Cup is a joke at the moment, really. And big teams, of course, don't really take it very seriously, apart from maybe Manchester City. But now that Leicester and Man United are also in the semi-finals, I think they will go all out to try to win the Carabao Cup. But for Liverpool, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. That to win this trophy for the first time in our history is huge. And for a Brazilian team like Flamengo, it would be massive. They already won this competition. Of course, they already beat Liverpool in a Club World Cups final before, 3-0 actually. This was the first cup final that Liverpool played in this competition, and since then we lost like 3 finals already in this competition, so we need to win this. I really want Liverpool to win this, but Flamengo are a very good team with some Brazilian international players as well. But I think Liverpool will be up for this. So come on Liverpool, let's bring your trophy home. Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you later, goodbye.